Hello and welcome to the Dirt Racing Series Season 4. We're back with our first course of the series, the first race, points race on Crit City. Just going to see if we can get it on screen. There we go, not sure what was going on there. We've got a single segment in play here, which will be the climb. We're going to have FTS for you on lap 15, foul on lap 2 and 8. And then big finish points available, as you can see on the table on the right. It's great to have you with us trying out the new point system. Well, sorry, point system, ranking system. So we've done a few test events previously, and it's been decided that we're going to go with the Zwift Racing app version of the ranking system. So today we're going to be following the Platinum Plus category in the morning. And then we'll see what we're going to do for the EMEA slots, and we're going to vary that a little bit throughout the series so we cover a lot of the different groups. For those who aren't aware, the ranking system's a slight yellow base, so you get ranked based on your results. There's a slight points bonus for podium places, so if you're consistently winning, you'll move up, irrespective of the field. And then it's starting off is based off your it was based on your 5 minutes, and for this series it's your 30-day best, which will include the old score, so that's based off your 5 minutes raw power multiplied by your 5 minutes watt per kilo, but there are factors coming in play to adjust that. We're going back to today's course. We're going on the downtown Dolphin, which is in the clockwise direction. It's fairly flat beginning, a slight little ramp through the bends, but only very gentle, 1-2%, before we have the main feature of the course, which is the little kicker on the cobbles. It's about 15-14 seconds long, especially at race pace when people are going to be putting big efforts in, 16 to 18 on most laps. And we're going to have that leading into a slight downhill and then the bumps down and up into the finish. It's a bit of a punchy course. There is opportunities for breakaway, especially with this new ranking system allowing greater variability of watts per kilo and pure kind of fitness power versus anaerobic, so you get a mixture in the fields rather than just people on the edge of a cap boundary. Say today we have people ranging from 4 watts per kilo for 20 minutes all the way up to about 5.8 with one of the Eat Dirt riders. So it's a very big mix of the opportunities for breakaways. Also in power dynamics, pack dynamics even, 4, which adds a bit of auto braking and some more kind of management of the group. So there's a little bit more effort to move forward in the group. Super Tuck, not that we'll have any of it today, will be for the front riders only, or breakaway riders. There's a bit more chance of people staying away. But as you can see, it's a fairly flat course. It's a tough course to have a long breakaway on unless people aren't willing to chase. We've got a bit of a small field here, with it being the top category. Only 7 teams, I believe, so there is opportunity. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. So in the mornings, I'm going to be de-essing my team, which will be the Sprocket Kings. So you'll get a bit of an insight onto kind of possible tactics, how teams might play this. And in the evenings, I'm going to be commentating in the EMEA zone. So please come and join me for that on the stream. So I'm going to jump into the channel with the Sprocket Kings now.
Oh, 50 seconds. Oh my god.
Okay, guys, there we go.
Oh, enjoy.
Fine.
Or something like that.
Let's see, we've got a big turnout today.
Maybe Sam. Oh, it's in the lead.
Let's just keep it high for a little bit, guys. Just people are pushing quite hard off the front. Not quite sure why.
Some people are probably going to push hard for the first 2 laps.
Yeah,
Group
possibly.
is averaging 400 watts. Nice.
It's WMZ riders. Again, one in a slightly different kit.
26. I'm in Rockstar. This craziness.
They've dropped their own rider, which is quite entertaining. Not really sure what the purpose of that was, if they weren't all on board with it. But yeah, you can start to slow up a bit now, guys.
Okay, I'm toast.
Race done.
Quick finish.
Just sit towards the back. And so it's through this bend here, we just want to accelerate a little bit through the group when it's not so tight. Here it's very tight, so just make sure you're in the draft. And no points on this one, so it shouldn't be as crazy. Just ramp it up a little bit early. Need to be in the 5s really, just to be safe. If you hit it with pace, you should be able to get it over with 5, but just make sure we're working till about 45 kph. So keep working over the top. In fact, the group's a bit slow, maybe 42 should be safe. And I should be able to come back down, just relax. Totally relax. Get some rest. Nice start, guys.
That was pretty cash.
Yeah. Nice and easy warm-up for you.
It'll be interesting to see who goes for the first one.
Yeah.
And where exactly they go for it, if they do.
I mean, you can go right after the banner
Yeah.
on the segment, but then it's a 1 minute effort. And
Yeah.
if you do that, you're going to be toast.
But
Yeah, exactly.
Ben will be able to do that about 7 watts per kilo for 2 minutes, 2.5. So like, it is a feasible attack. I wouldn't rule it out. If I was going long, though, it'd be somewhere around here. Just because you've got that 1% incline and people think, oh, it's flat, there's no point chasing. And the speed's just slowed down enough. You're only doing like 45 now, 46.
It's very easy so far.
Yeah. So remember, it's lap 2 for foul.
How many different teams is this? 8?
7.
Yeah.
So there's Evo, AHDR, and Eat Dirt Shake, who should be quite strong. WMZ will be good, but it'll be, I don't know if they're strong across the board, and they've already lost a rider out the back. I don't know if, I think, no, they've still got 4, so they might have 5 even, so it's not the end of the world for them. But yeah.
The ATR, they're really strong.
Yeah, AHDR, especially if they've got Nozaki coming back in. I don't know if he's going to be riding for them.
Is Ben Mayer riding? Have you seen him?
Is who, sorry?
There?
I haven't
Signed up.
seen him.
Haven't seen him though.
For Allison round 3, right? 3-8.
It's still quite easy.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, never lost the point.
Yeah. It's all connected still there. All fine. No, Ben and Mir's not riding.
Okay.
So it's HDR with all the long bombers, 5.5 down to 5. So they might, I mean, yeah, it's HDR that are going to be the ones to watch out for. Doing anything crazy.
But now it's the fan, right?
Yeah,
Nobody doing anything.
The fun now this lap?
it's
Yeah,
yep.
coming up here.
Okay. Good to know.
What? There we go. Yeah, and you don't need to go crazy. Points on the end of the world. Just make sure we stay in that bridge. Don't worry. Okay, it's all strung out, but it's all connected pretty much. And we're not worrying about those points too much, especially not this early on. Let people blow their doors off, and we just keep in that front group with the 4 of us. Okay. Yep, Chris, you're all connected. No one behind you on ours. So again, just you can relax up a bit, guys. It's coming into the downhill on this right-hand turn, so just relax. Otherwise, you're just going to come through the front. That's nice. Yeah, And this lap I just go a little bit more aggressively on this climb, just to begin with, just for a few seconds, because this is where people try and stick the knife in a bit and drop riders who are knackered. There's a couple of riders off the back, but I think all of their team have extras. I see one red numbers, otherwise it's all fine, so we don't need to do too much work. This should be okay. It's one level fella, one HDR, but they all have 4 riders in the front group, if not more. So no point trying to push them and break away. Just sit in. One of the Evo guys is trying to go a bit off the front. He's chilled down now. He might just be testing the waters for breakaway.
Shout out to my main group Aldrich, who I'm sure will do some ill-advised attack at some point.
Looks like this is going to be a dull first 5-10 minutes or so.
I think a lot of people here just rely on their sprint.
Yeah. It's the finish points that are really going to make the difference, though, even in a smallish group. Like, it's worth probably attacking the next foul segment or giving it a shot, especially as people might start to try breakaway. But it looked like you need to go quite early. Just there was probably just before we hit the left turn and well before the hairpin.
How many people are dropped? 3? 4?
Yeah, 3, but
30 people in the main group.
but they've all got 4 rides in the front group still, so it doesn't change anything.
Important to come at least among the 31st, because 31st place gives 5 points less.
Yeah.
With this pace, nobody's going to get dropped from here.
Unless people really go long.
I do think it's a chance that people will go long from the FTS into the last lap.
Potentially. It's
Yeah,
worth a
there's
shot.
couple people in here that would do it.
And let's see how Chris to the next foul, because
That is kind of an argument for trying to go into FTS, because staying with the group on the hill isn't that much harder than trying to reconnect
Exactly.
on the downhill.
It's probably worth it to some extent, and you need to put in an effort regardless. It's just how hard you want to go.
I mean, it is 20 seconds if you start appropriately early, so that is
Yeah.
not something I enjoy.
And because it's at the end.
McLellan
Okay.
going here.
It's what was that? Sorry.
Yes, it's a Warriors guy. Is it a 280?
Yeah, I think he's being lapped. Oh no, he is. Jeez,
Okay.
I didn't see it. No, he's not. He's on the thing, but he's chilled off. So I was trying to check out
He's
the laps.
only on 150 yards.
Yeah, it's an Evo guy. But again, he's not going to stay away from the group solo. You need at least 3 riders. HJR will want to chase him down.
Does FAL and FTS only go 10 deep, or is it deeper in this league?
Yeah, 10.
It's 10 deep, but
10
there's
deep.
more points. So it's the points stretch out a lot further back.
Not for me, not for
5% space, but it's still not that much compared to 100 first.
Yeah. So it's 10 points down to 5 for FAL, and then 20 points down to 5 for FTS. Just pretty much 2 per place, roughly. But the FTS is actually on the climb, Where's the fouls on the start-finish banner?
Then 8 is the second fall, right?
Yep. The second foul segment on the start-finish banner.
Yeah.
This is nothing like I expected.
Expected
in the
more, yeah. More people pushing a bit.
It's very cagey. So I think no one, because it's first race of the series, no one knows what's going to go. Okay, got one person going, but again, no, they've chilled off again. No one wants to really take a risk. I'm surprised. We don't, like, it's not worth it for us to kind of go crazy. We don't have the huge power to stay away in terms of WOP kilo numbers.
We don't have the safety net to try and offer something and see if it sticks, yeah.
Yeah. So again, Warriors seem to be pushing over the climb, just getting little gaps each lap. All they're doing is just holding for a bit longer over the top. So we need to just watch out, because I think they're doing this repeatedly, and one of them they're actually going to go seriously on. So this guy's still working 4.5, 4.7. So they just need to be careful if Peel starts chasing down or break across. It's just at a second.
That's 4.1 watts per kilo average.
They've sat up now. Just need to try and get some rest. Still, most of us are doing in the mid-3s, if not higher. And we can do lower than that. A little 1% uphill. Same as ever. Just watch Tupiel pushing a little. So when we get to the top here, just keep working a little bit longer, just in case you see one of the Evo guys going again, which are the Warriors. They're in the purpley pink and blue triangle kit. Again, yeah, they're keeping on working at about 5 over the top, and everyone else is totally chilling. Nothing happening this lap. Again, it's worth being there and then just really relaxing on the downhill. Try not to hit the actual front there, but stay second, third, fourth kind of row. And then you can really chill. We've got one of the AHGR guys pushing 5, but it's on the downhill. So not going to go anywhere.
Or to try and not fall asleep, I think.
Yeah.
Over there.
But yeah, so it's lap 6. And then next is 7. And then we're having a 5.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to try to go now. I'm gonna wait a little bit. If they do.
They might be trying. I think they might be trying to just lull you into a false sense of security with them pushing away off the front over these sprints.
A 2-3 second gap, and then I don't think any of the other will chase if it's just one guy. But
Exactly.
again, I wouldn't recommend it for us. I just wouldn't be surprised if it happens.
Yeah. That's the thing in a field like this, everyone's just watching each other, and they think they'll easily, like a lot of the time, fields like this end up with someone just getting a few seconds, like you say, and then just slowly eking it out and eking it out. without having to go crazy. Just no one wants to be the one chasing and wasting their energy.
Have you tried the new pack dynamics, David?
What was that, sorry?
Tried the new pack dynamics?
I did it a bit when they were testing it out. And, like, I would say it seems very similar. Like,
It is.
I didn't notice enough to warrant any difference.
Well, there was an article on Swift Insider today, and it seems like in theory it should be easier to stay in a draft than with the previous one.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I 100% disagree, man. I'm getting like strung out in A fields that I could sit in, and then I'm breaking away easily in B field.
Yeah.
I think part of it is that people are kind of realizing, oh, it's a new dynamic, I should be able to break away easily, and pushing harder because of it sometimes, which makes the races much harder. And more people are trying
there's some
stuff.
of that too.
But generally, I think it is quite similar, but it seems like you can get strung out more. The draft goes much further back off the back of the group, which it helps in some ways, but then it's, I don't know, I'm not sure what I think about that, because it means that you can't drop people as easily, but people can sit further back, which stretches out the group. It means it's easier to jump off the front without anyone responding. So,
Yeah, my sense is that hanging at the tail is less attractive than before.
yeah.
Because
A lot harder, maybe. If you get stuck in the back, it's a problem.
Exactly. I think you just have to pick a point, say, 6-7 rows deep away from the front, and just try and keep at that distance from the front.
Yep.
So rather than focus on being at the back, you focus on a set distance away from the front.
The benefit to being at the back just isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
Better to be safely at the front and have a little rigor to slide back when the speed picks up. Because there is a cost now to moving back to the peloton that feels higher than before. Like, you're not gonna move up to just the peloton speed. You're gonna have to push a little harder.
Exactly.
okay, so this is the final lap, guys.
Yep.
At the front from it.
Okay, we've got one of the Warriors guys pushing. 6-2. So that is, he's going long. He's trying to stay away. HGR chasing a little bit. We don't need to necessarily chase ourselves. Just be on the wheel of the chasers. No, the HGR are going 7. They're not going to let him go. So just be aware. We're coming into the -1%. So do a little push here and then relax on the downhill. As much as you can. Try not to do the work here to close any gaps. Just save yourself. He's fully caught now, but people are going to push through him, I feel. Just so close to the uphill. Okay, so want to build a little bit of speed now. Just a little bit as we come into it, and then try and hold it. So go hard here and hold your speed up the sprint. If you're getting too close to the front, that's fine. Just hold that speed. Keep tight. And then reassess over the top. No one's really got away. A couple people pushing reds, but nothing happening at the front. Okay, just want to position then for the foul. So give yourself a little bit of room and make it a bit of a longer effort if you can, because people are going to go quite early. They went early last time compared to a normal finish. No one wants to hit top numbers and waste energy. Okay, just start ramping up a little bit into 6s and 7s. Okay, wait for it. And you want to send it now? Send it now. Go now. Okay, drive it through. Drive it through. Come on, guys. Let's get some points here. This is really good. Nice, Ivan. Keep working it. Keep working it. All the way through, Stuarty. All the way. Keep going. Keep going. Last few seconds. Drive it. Drive it. Drive it. Good job, guys. Nice couple of points. Well done, Chris. Stuarty. That was good. Not even. Okay, it's all connected up still. There's not really any significant gaps. So we can relax a bit. No one's going to get dropped here. The split's not going to be big enough. So again, just sit in, recover, breathe. Suspect some of the dirt guys might try to work it up the next little kicker, just to hurt people's legs. So really just sit up, get comfortable. Little downhill coming around this corner. Group's a little bit stretched out at the front, but it's all in touch, all still draftable. AHGR rider and Broster just pushing the pace slightly, but they're setting up. Again, hold your speed into here if you're going to go do the work early on this. Don't make yourself have to chase over the top. Keep it above 5, Oyvind. That's good. You can do it, mate. There we go. Okay, you're all good, guys. Now calm. Try and avoid that front. That was good, guys. Some extra points there.
Jump, anyone?
I think I went too soon.
I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me.
You were a bit too close to the front and then went off, but you still scored really well considering that you had a gap that early. You did really well to keep it and get above that 5.
Once I was in front, I couldn't stop it, obviously.
Exactly. You might as well just go for it. You did really well.
It's a really tough balance to try and hit the 6 to 10 range instead of overcommitting
Yeah.
without falling out of the top 10. I think we all 3 got in there,
Yeah.
precisely in the range.
Looked about 4th, 5th, and I didn't see the 3rd. And these 2 level velo rides off the front just being lapped. They've already got 5 still in the front group.
I mean, it's not pretty hard, but it's often, I'm unsure that was actually more damaging than doing a lighter sprint and having to catch up with. That also felt not so easy in that too.
Yeah. It totally depends on yourself and your physiology. Like, you've just got to find what you can do and know you can hold without killing yourself. Sometimes that'll be enough. Here, there's people doing 16 watts per kilos there, so they're definitely going to be hurting themselves.
14 for 15.
It's just about getting as much rest between now and lap 15 though, guys.
Casual 14 watts.
Oh. Chris going for a cheeky push off the front. Oh, it's Stuart even. So the HDR responded to you there. As soon as they saw someone at the front, 3 or 4 of them moved up.
Yeah, I was right at the back and got shot to the front.
Yeah. But that's good, because you can, you know you can do that again, but just a bit lower and conserve some energy. The breakaway is definitely on at this pace and these numbers. It's just whether people are willing to try it. I don't think it's worth us initiating it, but it's definitely worth us trying to send someone into it if it goes. Oyvind, do you not have DT Swiss disc yet?
I do.
Uh,
I just come back today.
no.
Why you no use?
Such a
Even
Tron
on the ground.
fanboy.
It's faster than the truck. Yeah.
Just spot myself in the field. Pace out. So good.
Sam Croft is the guy that could try and go along. He likes to do that.
Yeah. Ryan Ackers might go with him as well. He's a bit of a monster. There's so many candidates though, like Evo love it as well. Not sure about HDR. Like, you think they would because of their numbers, but a lot of them seem to just be sitting in guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like an HDR guy's going.
Yeah. Again, it's only like he's only doing 7/8. Okay, JJ, have you got people coming with you, Jay? So once we're almost there, don't worry. Let us chase it down. You'll be fine there. You'll be fine there. He's not doing red numbers now. Just be careful. He's starting to accelerate a bit. There. There we go. And what we don't want is have to doing that every single lap. Chasing a different HDR rider. Because they've got a lot of riders there who aren't going to necessarily score points, who are just going to be there to do that kind of thing. Go all in. See if they can get a result. Unless I'm going mad, it looks like Evo only have 3 guys.
HDR all at the front now.
Yeah. They're just stretching out. It's the same guy again. He went for the breakaway up the climb. He's not got a particularly big sprint, so I think this is his way of trying to score. He's going at 6 now. Ryan Ackers needs to chase him, so you just need to keep in contact. He's going to get a bit of a gap here. But we want to try and chase him down up the climb where we're punchier and he doesn't have as much. Don't want to do any long pulls on the flats. Just try and get other people ahead of you. He's not got a big enough gap at the moment. Yeah. 2 seconds will get shut down on the climb if people send it. Okay, just be ready. People are going to try and join across now. So it's going to be a bit more aggressive here. 6s. Nice, guys. Just maintain it over the top. There we go, Stewie. Nice, you're right on him. Again, mashed potatoes going through. Nah, he's eased again. It's fine, it's just coming back together. So people are starting to try things a lot more now, guys. We're getting close to the finish, so we've got to be paying attention. When... Sorry.
Drop so much.
It's the level velo guys who are lapped.
Okay.
Okay, HDR, and we don't want to do the chasing on these kind of flats and downhills. We want to do it, I know it's punchy and it's a bit of a harder effort, but we want to do it on the climb where we can make the most on them. And we have the speed of the group going into us, which will benefit us. So ideally just try and stay like second and third wheel to people at the front. And let them do the chasing and the hard pulls on the flats. You know, if one rider gets away from another team, that's not the end of the world to us. Okay, HDR going. Okay, they're gonna try. Are they gonna try and double up? Okay, Evo responding. If you're gonna jump across, be aggressive, Stuart. Yep, that's perfect. You're going to have to go through... Okay, no, you can sit on his wheel. Sit on his wheel. He's aggressive as well. Trying to close it. Okay, so it's 2 HDR, 1 Evo guy. The Evo guy's probably the strongest there. The guy's Seb with you, Stewarty. Watch out for him. WMZ are starting to chase down a little bit in the group. With Neville Ross. Again, that's going to come back together. Stewarty, just let that front guy go. Just sit in, get some recovery on this minus. Okay. Let's not get too deep when we come up the climb here. We expect someone else is going to counter yet again. Again, do the work early and then settle. Make sure you're moving forward, so you don't have to do a ton of extra work going into the downhill. That's good. Doesn't seem to be anyone kicking off the front yet. One guy moving through quickly for WMC. AHDR going now. AHDR going. So remember, AHDR have got a lot of riders. We can't chase down every single attack they do. It's not on us. Other teams need to be working as well. So let's just let this one go, let other people do some chasing. We need to have fresh legs for the sprints. We've only got 4 of us. If we can get on the breakaway itself, it's a different matter, but we can't be trying to chase it down desperately.
Still doing 500 watts.
Yeah. 5 seconds.
5.
There's lots of other people who can chase, but no one wants to.
I didn't chase.
I think we're still a little bit far out for this to stay away. Watch out for Seb going cross. It's going at 7. Okay. Nice, Julie. Again, just prepare for the climb. I think this guy's going to stay away over the top of the climb unless people really send it. So just be aware, because people might do that from other teams to try and close it down. He's got someone with him up the road as well. Okay, he's doing 8 up the climb now. So you guys can get closer. Probably take 4 seconds out of him. You won't get in touch though.
Don't spend so much time at the front though.
Yeah.
All of us at the front.
Exactly. It's okay doing a bit of punch, but we need others to be taking over. And we don't have to do too much work on this downhill. Okay, one of the Eat Dirt guys is coming through, but it's in contact. It's fine. Yeah, Brost won't do it on a downhill. That's fine. Just need to keep in touch. Try and let's just take a little lap or 2 off doing these chases. Like just sit in. Yeah. No, next lap. Oh, yeah.
So undecided what I'm going to do.
I think he's hoping everyone's going to slack off.
Yeah.
Getting ready for FTS. The gap will grow.
I think I'll start hard, like real hard, and see how hard other people go, but that's hard to gauge.
Maybe you get a nice rest on the downhill afterwards, whereas so many others are just gonna be chasing all the way through that downhill, wasting energy. I think it's definitely worth going for it, to be honest, especially with it being uphill.
I'll let you know what it's like chasing after.
I think I go for it too. I'm about to get drops as well.
Yeah.
Send it.
With it
Let me
being...
know.
Sorry.
Tell me what David.
Is it this lap we're saying?
He's not.
Yeah, 15.
Okay. I can't see the lap numbers at all. So just, you want to be at the back. Like, this is, because it's draftable at these speeds, you do want to be at the back for FTS. But it's about the entry speed. So when you take this left-hand corner, you want to be towards the back and start ramping it up a little bit. Especially if you are at the back. Those guys who are in the mid-pack, you need a little bit more room in front of you. And when you turn the next left, you want to send it. So start ramping it up a little bit here. And then we want to turn this left bend up into the 10s. Up into the 10s now. Coming through hot. Okay, there we go. Now kick it, let's go. Big go, big go. Here we go, this is it. Drive through. Real nice at the front there. Come on, Judy. Drive it through, nice, Chris. Keep pushing, 5 more seconds. Drive it through. Go on, this is great, guys. Keep going. Good job. That was nice, guys. 4th, 7th. Okay, now the group is totally broken apart. We've got 3 right at the front. There's 4 or 5 definitely off the back and a couple people chasing. Brownie's 8 seconds up the road. So people are either going to keep working or we're going to let him go. We don't want to be making that decision though. We just need to watch the front, see what happens. It looks like people are just sitting up now. So we can just breathe. Take advantage of this downhill, higher speeds to get some recovery in. I'm just going to watch for anyone coming from deep, kicking off the front. Okay, no one's chasing. That Brownie's gone. He's going to take the win. Down to a much smaller group now. Looking about 25, 24 in the front group. Again, it's important to keep a good position when we're coming over the climb, but you want to be off the front. If you hit the front, you're going to drift backwards on the downhill and have to do too much work at the end. So you want to make sure we're in contact with the front riders over the top of here, but not off the front. If there's only one guy up the road, that's fine. Just keep with that front bunch. Again, do the hard work early on this. Hold your speed for as long as possible. Okay, let's go. You can do this, guys. Okay, no one else is going crazy. I don't see anyone going mental on the front. One of the lever guys is pushing, but that's okay. No one's going really, really long yet. Okay, that's good. Position right. Now we need to keep coming through a little bit. And nice positions. Stay that second, third row. And I'll get a little bit of recovery. One of the Eat Dirt guys is pushing through at pace, but he's not going to get a break. It's all about positioning here. You need to give yourself room to move through on these bumps. Okay. Let's start rising it a little bit. I want to build a little bit of momentum, but avoid the front. Okay, get ready. Okay, let's send it now. Let's send it now. All in. All in. Let's go. This is it. This is it, boys. Come on. Drive it through to the finish. No thinking. Just kick through. Kick through. Nice, Chris. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Drive it through. Drive it through. Doing really nicely. Coming through the group. Come on. Fight for it. Fight for it. Fight for it. Real good. Nice job there, guys. Nice job. Look like 3 in the top 10. That was a really good effort there. Sit up and rest. It's a nice start.
Unlucky there. I
Yeah.
was exactly 1.5 lengths behind the guy that went first,
Yeah.
but I was 2 meters to the left in the wind,
Ugh.
so that cost a lot of speed. I think I would have had it.
That was a great job, guys. That was good.
Yeah.
19th. I think I was the last one of us. On form on top 20.
Yeah, it did really well there. It's those finish points that are really important. I don't think we'll get results for a little bit. But that was great. Did well in the FTS as well. No, it wasn't perfect, but you know, to compete in such a strong field and get points regularly was great.
That was fun to run.
Yeah. Sorry.
Really boring to watch.
Yeah. So it wasn't the most aggressive or thrilling race, but
No.
Thanks for the TS. That really helps.
it's okay. There's not as much I can do on this one, annoyingly, but I'd rather be riding with you anyhow. Should be back for some of the later ones. I'm not sure.
You guys got fourth, fifth, and sixth on FTS.
Nice.
You need to step in for me on the last day at least. For the double race. The FTS was strange too. I thought I was pretty far at the back, but I had to take out some speed early to not hit the wind
Yeah.
because no one was going hard enough. And then people somehow pushed more towards the end, which feels kind of silly considering you want to take the speed into it, but yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like that on all the efforts. People were kind of leaving it quite late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I guess. Yeah. There's a lot of people with high watt kilos, but not huge raw numbers, so maybe they were trying not to play into your hands as much.
Would have liked the sprint to go 100 meters early. I had to really rein myself in to not go.
Yeah.
You should try only being able to push 11 once per kilo. It's easy. You never get to the
So next week is the TTT, right? Yeah.
But it isn't really a TTT though. So it's a scratch race where the fourth rider across the line for each team determines the team score.
Yeah.
So they couldn't get the conveyor belt start or whatever they call it. So they just they call it the TTR. The normal road bikes and individual with draft.
So wait, do we have draft or not
Do we have to?
for this race?
We have to what? Duels?
Do we have draft
No.
or not? No draft.
So here are the results for all of you that's still watching. So we saw Andrew Downey from HDR with his breakaway. A really strong effort from him, taking the win. No one chased it to begin with, and he managed to hold off some huge average watts there. Do it. Then Jesse Riley from HDR taking second. Mashed Tato Evo third. Chris Herzl for the Sprocket Kings in fourth. And then JJ Miller for them in 10th, 13th, and 19th. So strong result for them. HDR absolutely crushing it, as we'd expect from a team with 8 riders taking part. Really strong guys. WMZ with some good points as well. If I had to make a guess, I'd have probably put HDR in first. Possibly the Sprocket Kings in second. Be close between them, Warriors and WMZ. But the Warriors only had 3 riders, which is going to make them suffer a little bit on the points for sanding. But it was a good start to the series. Not the most interesting course in terms of constantly things going on, but a lot of tactical changes and attacks. So I'll be coming back later to do some commentary. Thanks for joining for this morning's section with the de-essing of the team I was hoping to ride for, and hopefully will do later in the season, but not quite yet to begin with. So I'll see you all later or next week.